All right, today just finished working out. It's raining out, so I just want to update the new year 2026, how I'm going to start it, what my mindset is, and I shared it before. Each day you work out, each day you get stronger, your mindset changes and levels up. If you want to level up, you have to have in your mind that you want to get better. It's not about stopping at some place. And 2026 is a realization where I've gotten to where there could be no limit if I put my mind to it. Like I stated, that I feel like I'm 50% of what I can be. And today in the gym, I worked on squats, which I've been scared of for decades. I mean, 10 years. I do remember lifting heavy, probably in my late 20s, 30s. I was doing early 30s, for sure, early 30s, but I was doing 315 type of squats, sets of, reps of probably like 5 reps of 315. I could do that. But I do remember really straining and I have right now I have a slight hernia. Well, I don't know if it's slight or not, but I have a hernia, and it is, I am in discomfort, but I feel like I had that all the way since then. When I was lifting that weight back then, something happened, and it's been with me ever since then. And I think that this hernia is here because I did some heavy lifting and I didn't do it probably properly, or just went a little bit too hard. So I've been scared of squats, but I'm going to go through that fear, and I'm not going to go heavy, but I'm going to get that motion and feel comfortable with that motion. I did 145, I believe it was 145, or it could be 135, 245 plates, and it felt very heavy, and I did 5 reps. So think about that. That's 145, feels very heavy. I did 5 reps, and my body has felt 315 for 5 reps before. My goal for 2026 is to be able to do 185, between 185, 225, 5 reps with perfect form. So the 135, I don't have perfect form yet. It feels awkward, feels heavy. I feel a lot of stress in my knees. So I'm going to work that 145 up to, maybe 200, somewhere around that, perfect form. So that's my goal right now. How my legs start to look is how they're going to form. 2 things that I've noticed about my legs is that I lost weight, so I see the definition, I see the veins coming through, which always looks good with legs. But I don't want to just be skinny and have the veins come through. I want to have some thickness. And since I've been concentrating on my legs, my butt has come back. I have to say, I was running. Before I was running, I wasn't really doing heavy weights. I wasn't doing weights with legs, and I totally lost my butt. And in my pelvis area, it became extremely weak. So those are 2026 are my main goals, is develop my legs, my glutes, and in my pelvis area, strengthen that and avoid surgery. Because for 2026, I do not plan on doing surgery for this hernia, but I am going to work those areas seriously hard, build up the muscles in my abdomen and in my pelvis area, and see if somehow or another, I've researched it, and they say that you cannot repair a hernia or fix a hernia through exercise. I'm going to prove that. So you guys follow me, and I'll let you know. I have this little support system when I do it. Today I did hit squats, and I did feel like this area, and I felt pain, but it I don't know if it's pain that could be breaking down muscle and building it back up the right way, or it could be damaging it. I know that sounds like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but I've lifted enough and I've played enough basketball, and I'm very familiar with ligaments and muscle feeling the difference. Okay, what I'm feeling is muscle tightness when I'm doing those squats, and hopefully I'm opening them up, I'm stretching them, and I'm giving them blood, I'm giving them air to breathe, and it will begin to heal in that left leg pelvis area. So that's my update. In California for at least the month of January, I'm living light. I'm going to travel when I need to. If circumstances have me move somewhere else to make money, then I will have to do that. That's just an update. California is very expensive. Entry-level flips are pricey. There's a lot of people going after the flips. I don't want to overpay. I've gotten into 2 contracts where I felt that I was handing over the sellers extra money, and I've done that in my career before, and I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to hand a seller 25 more than what he deserves. He can get that from somebody else, because then I got to spend time, equity, and my experience to get the 25,000 back, which in my mind, I go, yeah, I could get that property, and because I'm experienced and because I have the know-how, I'll make up the 25. I'm not going to do that anymore. It's either I find a deal and I have the built-in money, and then I make money on top of that. But to do a deal and then create the wealth afterwards is setting yourself up for not the best result. Put it that way. You can still win on that. I mean, I go 4-6 months and walk away with 20-25 grand, but you break that down, 6 months, divide, you're not making a lot of money. I need to be making 25 grand a month, 50 grand a month. The goal is 100 grand a month. So I'm not going to do that by overpaying and working hard for a flip. So I'm going to give myself 30 days in California. If I don't get anything under contract solid that is good profit, then I'm going to look to see it into another state. You know, I have the whole country plus Puerto Rico. Well, I don't know about Puerto Rico because I don't know how the lending is in Puerto Rico, but I've got the whole state to scout out, hit the price points that I need, hit the most hot points that are going, and make the most money. So I like the weather, but I'm not going to go to a cold region. So it's going to be somewhere in the south. And hopefully I get it done here in California, but if not, I'll keep you posted. And if I'm going to change spots, but it's not going to be a quick decision. I'm going to give myself the month of January to assess and see where I stand. And that's the update, fellas. The most important thing I want to leave with after the workout and understanding where I got and where I'm at this point is you have to have good days. Each day has to be a win. And what is a win? A win is getting your daily goals set, working out, creating your system to make money. It's a system, because if you go out and you try to do a deal, or you try to make money that day, or you try to get a quick fix, it comes and goes. But if you are building a system that is foolproof and you can implement it, then you have you're winning each day because you're building a system that's going to last. And before I made a lot of money, I'm not gonna say a lot of money. In my mind, back when I was in my 20s, I made good money. I've done pretty good things in real estate, but I had no system. And I just burned out. So my mindset is different. I'm building a system that works, that creates money and wealth that I can lay my hat on for the next 10 years. So that's the goal, guys. Get in that daily life. I'll be posting updates later.